Hey YouTube, coming at you with three teams that I had used last week, and this happens a lot to me where I always say that if I'm going to use a team, I want to do two sets with it, and I need at least a 6-4, 7-3 record, or else I'm not going to show you guys because I don't think there's a point of showing you teams that don't really work. So what happens is I do like two sets, especially if you see the last team. I'll talk about that in a sec. I'll talk about when I go through the video, where I'll do well with it for a bit, and then I won't do well with it, and so I just scrap the team. And these are three teams I exactly fit the bill. In fact, the last team, what I said I'll talk about in a bit, I went 5-0 with this last team first, and then I proceeded to lose 3 straight, right? Because it's kind of an RPS team. So I'm going to go over the three teams just to give you my thought process behind the teams, why they worked for a bit, and then why they didn't work. So the first team was Jellicent, Umbreon, and Gligar. So basically the thought process is week 2 electric and grass on Jellicent. Gligar can deal with that. Gligar is also safe swap, and then Umbreon's also safe swap. You have 2 answers to fighting on this team, so Umbreon's weak to fighting. You have 2 answers there, and then the whole team can just kind of handle most of the meta. A couple of things are tough here and there, so that's how I started with this team. I used Jellicent because Annihilate is a counter user. You'll hit super effective with Ghost. Skarmory, you'll resist the Steel Wings. For Alligator, you'll resist the Hydro Cannon and Ice Beam. So there's just a lot of the meta. Gligar, you'll hit super effective with Surf. There's just a lot of the meta that I think Jellicent could handle. And then I kind of worked from there. So here we are in one of the first matchups there with Skarmory. Like I said, resisting the Steel Wing because you are half water. Already grabbed 1 shield. Will chip it now. At this point, damage is done. I also kind of like this team because Umbreon is very, very tanky. Jellicent is okay. Not the super bulkiest in Great League, but not bad. Let's see if I end up shielding up, because this could be a Brave Bird. So let's see. Yeah, I'm going to shield it up. I'll respect the Brave Bird because I was about to say, they're only going to get to 1 move, so I don't know why you would really bait there. But they're baiting, so I will get up off the foul play to take it out. Out comes a Guzzlord. So I'm not leaving. And the reason I'm not leaving is because I have played this matchup earlier in the season or last season, where I was running Psychic on Umbreon. And just with Psychic, so I had to go straight foul play, I took Guzzlord to the yellow/red. So I know that this is not a good matchup for me, but it's not a bad matchup. So what I'm basically doing was just grabbing a shield there, chipping as much as I can, forcing them to throw energy, and now I'm just going to try and sweep with Gligar, because my other thought process was, if they have a Skarmory in the back, that's probably the hardest answer they have to Gligar, so Gligar probably can sweep this black line. And there is your Lantern. I figured it may be something like a Whiscash Skarmory or Skarmory Lantern. That's a very obvious pairing, so I'm resisting the Sparks. I will shield. I will farm up as much as I can, as close as I can get to 2 Aerial Aces here. So Wing Attack, try and get as close to 2 Aerial Aces, have the 2, throw this Aerial Ace, that's enough to take out because they are low enough, and then I can go take out the Guzzlord, because again, Guzzlord does not have good defense here. So I will take this out with this Aerial Ace, even though it's a bad move, but Shadow Gligar to a Guzzlord that has bad defense. Take it out. Mantine, right? Mantine, this is a decent answer to Mantine. They do have Wing Attack, Aerial Ace, so we're basically going to chip each other here. I'd much rather have Shadow Ball than Aerial Ace, but obviously Wing Attack is doing more than Hex. So here comes the first Shadow Ball. This will I'll do over 50 for sure. So they end up shielding, which I guess, not surprising. I'm not going to bait. I'm not going to bait a Surf on a Mantine, right? So we're just going straight Shadow Ball here. I'll live this Aerial Ace, right? Here we go. Already grabbed the shield. This will chip. Put it in the yellow if they let this go, which I expect them to, because why would you double shield a Mantine? So again, you're already thinking Mantine, they probably got some sort of fighter in the back. So I will come in Umbreon, and they instant swap into Steelix. So this is potentially good for me because a lot of Steelix run Psychic Fang Crunch. And if that's the case, they don't have anything for Umbreon. If I remember, that was the case. Yeah, so they just go straight Psychic Fangs, which makes sense. You're just lowering my defense, and then you could these Dragon Tails will start adding up. But again, Steelix is pretty tanky, so these foul plays are not going to add up super fast. As you can see here, it can take quite a lot but also I can take quite a lot. So even if you lower my defense a bunch, I'll take that. So basically what's going to happen here is I'm just going to stay in because I'm not worried about their charge moves. I will take this out and then immediately reset what is going to be 3 defense lowers here. So I'll let this go. It's another resisted move. This time the crunch still resisted. This will take out, and then I'm probably immediately going to reset because there's no way I'm staying in 3 times lowered. Yeah, you can see me instant clicking. I don't really care what comes in. So I'm up shield advantage, and now, yeah, I'm just going to outpace there. And they probably had Mud Bomb, which is why, like, Aqua Tail is probably close. Like, down a shield, they could do okay, but I guess they did not think they could do that with probably Mud Bomb Stone Edge. Hackmo. Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw will add up on Jellicent. And so I won't get to the next move before they go here. So I'm just going to Surf, hoping that the Dragon Claw does not take out. And it doesn't, so that's nice. I get the Surf off, resisted. Don't know if it's enough to take out or not. We'll see. Not enough. They will take Switch here. So they just lost Switch, and here's the bad part. I'm coming in Umbreon because Hackmo is a half fighter. So they probably have an answer for flying. So if I come in and get like 2 energy on my Gligar, it's going to be useless because they're going to push me with their anti-flyer. So I might as well just come in and get ahead on Umbreon and hope that I can just like maybe pull out the anti-fighter. The anti-flyer. And take it. So I pull out a Galarian Stunfisk, which is okay. Having a little bit of energy here. I'm still worried about what's in the back. I was about to say, I'm worried what's in the back. So that's why I'm shielding. And I just feel shielded a freaking Rock Slide on my Umbreon from Galarian Stunfisk. So now I'm like, they're not going to bait twice. I'll just use this shield here. That's what I wanted to shield the first time, unfortunately. So having shielded a Rock Slide is really rough. And now they have a 2-shield Toxapex. So it's not a great anti-flyer. But now I'm down 2 shields. And now Brine is going to add up real quick, unfortunately. So kind of a bad read on my part, honestly. Obviously, if I knew it was Toxapex, I would save the shield for Gligar, and I would probably run more with Gligar as opposed to shield up Umbreon. But again, I don't like that, right? With Mantine on the lead, Toxapex in the back. First of all, you're W2 electric. Second, you're really gonna have problems with like steals. So it's not a bad team read, it's a bad team comp. It's a bad team comp. So why did I stop this team? I was finding that Jellicent just wasn't as strong of a pick as I thought it would be. Like, again, I thought Jellicent would be really, really strong given Annihilate, Gligar, Feraligatr. I know you're taking super effective from the claws, but like water Pokemon, Quagsire and stuff like that. So I thought it would do better. It's just a little glassy in the Great League, unfortunately. And it was close. I don't lose CMP because it's a 2-turn move or 3-turn fast move. So I will go down here. And then I started with a team that I did very well with. So Ferrothorn, Annihilate Gligar. Basically, Ferrothorn is weak to fighting and fire. Annihilate can deal with most fighters. And Gligar is okay. Again, I didn't really have a pure fire answer. But like Annihilate is weak. Gligar is weak to ice. Annihilate can deal with the ice. Annihilate is weak to. Did I say Gligar? Yeah. So Gligar is weak to ice. Annihilate can deal with that. Annihilate is weak to fairy. Ferrothorn is good to that. Ferrothorn kind of with the coverage for flyers and mud boys, right? Because you have the thunder for the flyers and the grass for the mud boys. So I play with this team. And again, this is probably my best answer to Skarmory, so I'm just going to stay in for a bit, maybe chip him with a couple thunders, and then go eventually into... I'll eventually go into Annihilate here. Maybe after they throw this move, I'll take the move and I'll probably just go Annihilate to counter down the rest and then maybe shield one. Or get one more... Okay, yeah. I was going to say that or try and get another thunder off. I will shield. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with shielding, taking it down, and coming out with energy. So they go Brave Bird because they're only going to get to one move, so might as well throw out the nuke. I expect the Lantern to come back out because why? You know, I have a Ferrothorn in the front. You might as well try to, if smartly, just let this go and just try and go to shield whatever in the back. I shield because I think I'm reading something that if you probably have okay, so bad read. So it's the double flyer line. Okay, so it's the Lantern double flyer line. So that's fine. Grab the shield, coming in here immediately because I want to start grabbing shields and chipping in the mirror match. I'm not behind on energy, but if I can get one shield here or chip this low enough, I can potentially just combo with the other two. So grab the shield, which is great. They're gonna have to throw now, or else I'm gonna get to a move. So they're dry on energy because they had to throw right as soon as they get the move. So now it's as long as I can get to a move here first, this will one-shot the rest of it. Because grass is neutral and power up is a pretty good move on Ferrothorn. This, I know grass versus water, but unfortunately that water is a fighting, and I have two better answers in the back. So get out. They are a little slow to get out, so out comes the Lickitung. I will chip here and see how it happens here. So what happened with this team? I was doing great with this team. In fact, I was ready to showcase this. I was 6-1 with this team. And then I lost three matches in a row. And do you want to know why I lost 3 matches in a row? Because Yonkis put out I hit expert or just about hit expert with this team. And this team was a Sandslash, Feraligatr, Azumarill. And if that team, you see that team out there, that's Yonkis' team, and it is a direct counter to the team that I was using. So I was using this team. I went 6-1. He drops that video. I run into the team I didn't lose it to 3 times in a row, but I did lose to it twice out of 3 times, and I thought, damn it. When a content creator that big puts out a team that says I've hit leaderboard with this team, you best believe everyone's going to start using it. So I switched to this other team, and the other team was half. I want an answer to his team to a certain extent. If I wanted a pure answer to his team, I would have done it a bit better. So bad lead here. Get out into Gligar. Get hit with a Azumarill, so this is just looking like a hard counter. There's your Azumarill. I wonder if it's a Feraligatr in the back. That would be kind of funny if it is. Because it's basically the same back line, just different front. Yeah, let's finish this and I'll stop it to go that. So lost the lead. Lost the switch. And I think I let it go because I don't know why. Well, Annihilape is actually like a Skeletor is like a really bad core breaker sort of for the front and back here. So if I instant swap, I'm still gonna get lit up. So I'm in big trouble, and it's a crest in the back. So this is just a hard counter team. Oh, sorry, it wasn't. I forgot. It wasn't. Skeletor is bad for front and back, but it wasn't Skeletor. It was a Typhlosion. Still though, just basically a hard counter because now I got a crest on my fighter, so not much I can do there. So between this and maybe the Skeletor and that, I decided to go to team number 3. And team number 3 is Sableye, Shadowvic, and Skeletor. And it was what I called the fast move damage team, but they don't know it's a fast move damage team sort of thing. So again, it's not like a SmackDown double Razor Leafer. Like that is a true, or double Dragon Breath user. Like those are true fast move damage teams. Double Charmer, sorry. Those are fast move damage teams for sure. These are what I call a sneaky fast move damage team. And the fact that you have a Razor Leafer in the back, which is hiding, and you have a Shadow Claw and Incinerate user. And Shadow Claw and Incinerate are two of the best fast moves in the game because they do a very, very deadly combo of fast move damage and fast move energy generation. Sorry, like charge move energy generation. Energy generation. So my thought process was Sableye is generally safe. Sneaky Shadow Claw with some spammy like foul plays. And if I can keep Switch, the back two really cover each other's weakness for the most part. There's some like some flyers like Pelipper and stuff, which will kind of Mantine that'll deal like it's RPS, right? It's very RPS. And that's why I started 5-0 with this team. So they basically try and win the lead and then try and align in the back. And again, they have a Charger Bug on the lead. So I'm probably going to try and take it because they probably have an answer to fire in the back. If they have an answer to fire in the back, it's probably a Mud Boy, which means that I need my Vic on it. So that is why I shield the first one. Out comes a Greedent. I'll be interested to see if I go straight Skeledirge here after. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And again, that's just me reading. If you have a Charger Bug on the front, you better have an answer for fire / ground on the back. And the best answer for fire ground is like a Mud Boy. So I'm trying to read and save my Shadow Vic for the back. Now, I don't even remember if that happens, but that is what I'm reading. So Body Slam, resisted. Right? I honestly, I do not even remember this team because this was before I even started with my winning team, which I'll showcase later this week. So this was minimum 5-6 days ago. I don't remember. You don't need to remember. It's just these are the team reading things that you need to learn if you're not at this stage yet. These are the team reading things you need to do. Because if people team build properly, and again, it may be an imbalanced team, right? You could, instead of having Skarmory Whiscash, you could have a Skarmory Gligar double flyer line, right? That line works. So it's not always going to be the most obvious answer like that one. But again, you are a Pokemon very weak to fire, very weak to ground. So a Mud Boy makes sense in the back. So again, neutralish lead. I'll stay in here. I'll chip. I'll try and fight for switch. This would actually be a pretty tough backline. But I mean, I have Disarming Voice on Skeledirge, but the other moves are resisted, unfortunately. So again, it is very RPS. So it's not surprising that I started 5-0. You'll see the 5-0, and then you also see me lose. I think I just put one in, but I did lose like three or four straight, and then I switched teams. So there we go. Get off a foul play. Gligar is interesting. Gligar is tricky. They let that go, so that's nice. I will get an Incinerate off. Get a second one off. Get a third one off because we both did that weird leg there. That could be Dig. I think I let this go anyways because even if it is Dig, one, I live. But two, Razor Leafer from this range can take it out. So, hello, Lantern in the back. Love to see it. Take the move. Everything's resisted. I'm a little worried that I can get Wing Attack down, but I have to just try because they would have an Air Lace if I shield. So do end up taking that down. Hello, 5-0 with the team. Bad lead. I have two answers for Fair in the back. I would assume they do too to my answers, right? And this is the thing. Skeledirge is an okay safe swap, but when you're again, this is right now not a great team comp because any Steel would resist Charm and the Rock Throws and all the moves here. So Steel's already an issue for this team, but okay. We did great here. We chipped it down to the very deep red. At this point, I'm coming to Sableye. I'm sacrificing it. This is my I can resist the Charm on the Vic. So I thought that I could just resist the Charm and take it there. What I did not anticipate, as you're going to see here, is, if I get hard counter in the back, I get hard counter in the back. But I believe they come this because they can get the Icy Wind off. Like, obviously, I'm outpacing here significantly, but they did take me down to the yellow. That's resisted charms, but I'm a Shadow Vic, right? So being that low, like, and now my attack is lowered, out comes an Annihilate, and because those charms did so much, I'm in counter range. So I go Acid Spray. My attack is lower though, but the counters are adding up too fast. So I'm taken out here. So with 2 shields, I maybe should have shielded up 1. They got the attack rise. Not that it matters, but yeah, and that's a problem. That's a problem when using something like Shadow Vic. You still, even in good matchups, you still kind of need shields because it doesn't work out as well all the time. So those are the 3 teams. Again, up and down, up and down, up and down. Down as far, like started 2,300, down as low as 2,100, went up and down, went up and down, up and down, and then I finally found the team, which I don't know if I'm using. This is going up. When's this going up? This is going up Sunday. I'll be doing a couple Master League teams, so I'll be playing Friday Master League for sure. Those will probably go up Saturday and Sunday, the Master League teams, and then I'll go back to my Great League team and grind with it a bit more, and I'll probably showcase that maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday is the plan. I also need to find, again, we are in if you made it this long, you're watching on a Sunday. If you made it this long and you're watching on a Sunday, you're the loyal. You're the loyal of the loyal. So you will take my channel talk and my talk about GoFest. Because it'll be a weird, because I'm going to New York on Thursday. So I'm going to New York on Thursday, and I'm getting back very, very, very late on Monday. So normally I would shoot 2 videos per day. So that would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, let me just hold that thought here. League tournament was on Friday, and it is Ultra League and Great League Remix. I can very easily shoot an Ultra League and Great League Remix talk teams in advance, and I'll have my Thursday videos in advance too. So Thursday will be normal schedule. Friday, Great League Remix, Ultra League teams will be normal schedule. The plan if everything goes right is we are going to New York on Thursday. I'm driving down with Poke Daxi. The plan was for him to give me his camera to use to shoot and vlog. So my plan is to like try and vlog and upload GoFest videos on the weekends and stuff. And I will have some Ultra League, because I've got like 3 or 4 Ultra League teams from you guys earlier from the season in my submissions. So I will have at least 1 or 2, if not 3. We'll see how much I can shoot. I don't know how much I can shoot in advance, but I'll have at least 1 to 3 Ultra League teams going up like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, just so you have some Ultra League content. My plan is to have some GoFest content Saturday, Sunday, Monday as well. I don't know how much GoFest content I'm going to get. I don't know if this video is going to work. I don't know what. The absolute worst case scenario is I will have 1 Ultra League video in the morning and a short in the afternoon. Best case scenario is a GoFest video on the mornings of Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and an Ultra League team in the afternoon, and then I'll get home late Monday night, and then I'll try to ramp up Great League Remix teams Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But again, just coming back on Monday, it's gonna be very hard for me to get that many videos up constantly, but we'll see. So that's the plan. I gotta talk to Poke Daxi and just confirm everything there, and I need to start packing stuff because I have not thought about it much at all. Someone in the comments said, are you doing like a meetup? The problem is I have not thought about that at all. And the reason is because work is crazy. And again, for those of you who do not know, I went over this in my, again, if you're here, you're fine with this kind of talk. If in my video, I'm like, I've got a 9-to-5 job. I work for the government. So did I say I work in infrastructure? I work in infrastructure. Right now, I'm on 2 of the biggest files for the government of Canada right now. Housing and transit. And if you know anything about Canada, those are the housing is the number 1, 2, and 3, 4 issue right now, and transit's very high up there as well. So I'm in the process of like working on huge things for the government for those 2 things. like big programs that have already been publicly announced, so I can talk about it. They've already been announced, a housing program and a transit program. So all the behind the scenes work for these programs to launch them up are currently being worked on right now. So I'm crazy busy with work. So I have not had, and I was talking to someone who was very generous on the GoFundMe, who I am meeting up with for dinner on the Saturday night. He's like, yeah, I could tell in the last couple of videos you looked worn down. And it's just because, like, yeah, I'm pumping out 2 videos a day. I got this crazy work. I still got, the 2 kids are still there that I still do mornings and nights with, right? So New York will be a nice little break from work and kids and stuff. But I still plan to like grind and shoot videos. All that said, I have no idea what my schedule is like. My goal, we get in on Thursday. Like Poke Daxi, I have to confirm with him, but he says he wants to leave at like 6 a.m. on Thursday, which is fine because it is like a 7-hour drive plus stops. So if we leave at 6, we're still with stops and getting through tolls and stuff, or like the border, you're still probably looking at like 2 o'clock on Thursday getting in on freaking Independence Day, America's birthday, July 4th. So it's going to be even crazier, right? So I expect getting in Thursday is going to be kind of crazy. Around Bryant, I'm staying around. So Bryant Park is very popular, and then I was gonna say Confederation Park, but that's Ottawa. What is the main New York? Central Park. Jesus, sorry, Central Park. So I'm staying near Central Park. I'm about a half an hour walk from Bryant Park, where apparently a lot of people play. So on the Thursday, I will probably just wander between the two and do some, yeah, I'll just probably play grind there. Friday, I don't have any set plans yet. I was waiting to hear if the big content creators are doing stuff, because I know that Trainer Club said that he was going to do like a raid train at Central Park on Friday. So if that's the case, I'll probably just go there. So my plan is to, again, I'm driving down with Poke Daxi, but we're not staying together. We're not doing anything together. So it's basically I'm driving down with him Thursday, and I'll see him on Monday when we drive back. I don't have plans with Poke Daxi. I'm a free agent essentially this whole week. I'm going alone and I don't have any plans. So I haven't thought about a formal meetup yet. If there's enough people on my subscriber list who want to do a formal meetup, let me know. Because if not, I just plan to like kind of follow groups through Bryant Park and Central Park on the Thursday, Friday. I may take the subway on Friday just to see, because I got directions from someone from New York how to get from my place on the subway to, it's like 120 something street, basically where the bridge connects to Randall's Island. So I may test that on Friday, just make sure I don't screw it up Saturday morning, just to know how much time it takes and everything there. So I may do that Friday sometime. And then Saturday morning is my event day. What I'm still not clear about, and I'm going to talk to Poke Daxi and I'll talk to others who did New York, is, so my event is Randall Island Saturday morning. Does that mean you're Saturday morning and then you get off the island and go to the city? Or do people just hang out on the island the entire time, even if it's not your time, just because that's where everyone is? What do you do? And then Saturday night, we got the dinner. Sunday, same thing. I'm in New York. I have no plans. So again, I don't know if I'm going to be on the island just with everyone, just to hang out with people, or I'm going to just do the city on my own on Sunday. TBD. Again, I haven't thought about it. And then Monday we drive back. So if you made it this long and you have ideas of like how it all works, please drop it in the comments below. If not, thanks for listening. Talk for 10 minutes. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.